One of the materials that literally held the classic Maya world together was burnt lime. Burnt lime is really just limestone that is heated to a very high temperature that expels carbon dioxide and all these impurities, leaving behind what we call quicklime. It was mainly used for construction purposes. It could be mixed with water and aggregates like little crushed pieces of ceramic or sand to make pretty much concrete. We're talking about stucco, plaster, and mortar to hold together these massive vaulted pyramids, these temples, these palaces. In certain areas of the Maya lowlands, you see these large vaulted structures, and it's not the classic Roman arch that holds these vaults up. It's actually the Maya corbelled vault, and that requires a lot of material up in the ceilings of these structures, and that material was all held together by a massive amount of burnt lime. Every building would have been plastered with a bright white layer of stucco that would have been then painted with reds and blues and yellows and greens. Hard to imagine today when we see this cold gray stone. And it would have had to be reapplied roughly every 10 to 20 years, depending on where you are, just because the environment is so harsh. It was also critical to the Maya diet. People realized that if you leave corn in a lime water solution overnight, it makes it easier to grind the corn kernels into a masa. But at a molecular level, you're actually releasing all these B vitamins and other nutrients that could then be absorbed into the body. So this process, which we call nishtamalization, allowed corn to be at the center of the Maya diet that supported millions of people. The main point here is that you needed a lot of lime, and the way to make lime is to heat limestone to very high temperatures for an extended period of time, which would have required a good deal of wood. So if you see these massive lime pyres, your mind immediately starts to wander towards the possibility that the need for that much lime during the classic period may have led to deforestation. But we see that the classic Maya recognized the potential deforestation outcomes of producing too much lime and actually took measures to mitigate those potential risks. And we see ingenious developments of lime producing technology that was much more fuel efficient. For instance, in the Puuc region, we see the construction of these semi-subterranean pit kilns, which would have required less wood fuel because of the heat retention properties. And experiments by my team have shown that these pit kilns were much more fuel efficient than the above ground technique. The fact that we see these pit kilns developed in the Puuc region, an area where we know the population was booming during the late classic period when other parts of the Maya area were already seeing some population distress, shows that the people in this region had some foresight and took steps to mitigate potential long-term destructive factors of lime production by developing and adapting to a new technology early on that then helped the local population survive for generations to come.